Yo, what's good with y'all, man? So my Ravens, we didn't sign that boy Anthony Weaver. So hey, what I heard from Anthony Weaver so far, I know he played for us. Then I guess he coached for us. And then now he back. But it's funny though, bro. It's funny cause like John Harbaugh, bro, he could have signed Anthony Weaver last year too, but he didn't, bro. He chose a coach that played for us and never coached in a DC. I mean, as a DC before, bro. So it's kind of John Harbaugh he took a risk on Zachary Orr, and I feel like it wasn't smart. But I don't know. We never know if it would have went good how we be looking right now. But all I gotta say is let's speak on what we got new, bro. So this is all the new coaching staff to date of what we had so far. So obviously we got Jesse Minter, DeClain Doyle, Anthony Weaver, O-line coach Dwayne Ledford, assistant O-line coach Sean Flaherty. How you say that? I don't know. You got DB's coach Mike Miggins, and then Tyler, TJ Volker, and Charlie Gelman. I ain't gonna lie, I heard good about all these coaches, bro. So I'm expecting good, but it's one thing I wanted to say, bro. Like Jesse Minter calling the plays, Anthony Weaver. I heard he's a D lineman coach. He's more, yeah, he's more. I mean, he's not like D lineman like fully. He's still gonna be a DC, but he's not calling the plays. But it's perfect because Jesse Minter calling the plays and Anthony Weaver. He a guy that's gonna get the most highest players, develop everybody good, and then we got a good DB coach, and then we got one of the best O lineman coaches that was available. So it's like it's fresh, bro. Cause it's like, bro, I said it like 3 times. John Harbaugh, he was trying to be Mr. Good guy, trying to sign, pick up, and not get the best guys available. Everybody been seeing it, and it's like, bro, we had to go through this all these games, and my boy, we still making it away like with the coach that we have. So it's gonna be exciting this year to see what we can do. I got my predictions this year for the Ravens. I'm gonna just say we for sure gonna win out the AFC North, and we gonna make the playoffs, bro. But obviously, my goal is to get a Super Bowl, bro. But we gonna watch this one video from the Flock Rundown. He just gonna go over the little news, bro, and we just gonna speak over it. Let me skip a little bit. But y'all let me know what y'all think about everything, bro. Like how y'all feeling as a Ravens fan? Yeah, he played for us. Let me cut it up a little bit. I barely hear it. On a lot of teams, I know that he. That's another thing too. He was a top candidate, yeah, for defensive coordinator. I mean, head coach. He was gonna be our head coach. It was it was Anthony Weaver, Jesse Minter, and somebody else. I forgot his name. But we have one more person. And Anthony Weaver, I don't know how, but we ended up getting him for the DC. Jim Leonard, the other DC, he ended up going to the Bills. So Anthony Weaver, a good guy. We should be good, bro. And then this other coach right here, what's his name? PJ Volker, he played for Navy. I mean, he coached for the Navy team, so
get hired as a head coach.
I already know how that gets.
If you're getting that much interest,
ain't no more playing around. Ain't no more playing around, Marlo. All the players, bro. Ain't no more playing around. You all gonna be held accountable. And Jesse Minter, the main thing he been preaching, bro, is connecting the team together. Everybody being connected. Everybody playing together as a team. That's what he been preaching. So I hope that we can have some good games, bro, and we can get back to where we blowing out teams. And we can get back to that number 1 seed like how we had it in 2023, 2024. We get another Lamar MVP season, and ultimately we get a Super Bowl because it's about time we get that bowl in that window, bro. There's a window we got. Like, it's so much talent on this team. You can't lie to me. If the Ravens get an offensive line, get some pieces. We got a good O-line coach, and we give Lamar some time in the pocket. We get a good offensive coordinator in DeClain Doyle, man. And we draft good and do good in free agency because it's like that's the main thing. We got the coaching, but we need to finish in free agency and and drafting good, bro. So we can do that. I definitely can see, like I said, Lamar having another great season because it's like Lamar. If you look at the season in the offense, you look at the offense. The things we did bad on was all. I feel like it was blocking, it was play calling in the goal line, and like situational play calling, bro. Like, you mean to tell me, obviously it's harder when you in the game, but bro, and that Steelers game, the last Steelers game that we had, it's common sense. We were running the ball every first down, right? We got every time we see Derrick Henry in the ball, in the game, we know that it's nine times out of 10 could be a run. So the teams are predicting that you're gonna run the ball. So why not run a play action play first play of the game? First play of the drive to open up the run, then get them out of that way because they were stacking the box the whole game. And so we trying to run on the first down, and that's just eliminating and only getting us down to that to 3 downs, and now we got to force a pass. They know it's coming, so it's kind of easier. But the defense was bad last year too. That was another thing, and I feel like Lamar, he got hurt in that Chiefs game. In that game, like, bro, if you go look at our schedule, bro, playing the Bills, then we got a little breather with the Browns, and then we went back to the Lions. Then we played the Chiefs after that, like 4 games back to back, bro. And our defense, obviously, besides the Browns games, just getting popped by 30 every time is bad.
Multiple teams, the Ravens brought him.
So that's why I said it didn't matter. BK, I gotta pause one more time. Matter BK come back, and if he can come back healthy, and we get. I don't know though, cause it's like we got Draymond Jones. Do we keep? Cause Draymond Jones, he played. Obviously, he didn't have a crazy season, cause he was like he had like 8 sacks before he came to us. He was in a second game, and then he came to our team. He did all right, but I don't know if we gonna keep him, cause it's like we got a whole different head coach. I don't know how they feel about him, but I just want a coach that can get our players to that next level. Like players like Malachi Starks, Mike Green, that boy Aeneas Peebles. Like who else need to get developed on the defense? Certain corners, TJ Temple, like we can use all our guys. Cause Jesse Minter, he a guy that didn't have like a crazy amount of talent on the Chargers, but he was doing good with what he had. And once we get, like I was low key like watching back some of the every Super Bowl, and the main thing I was seeing was defenses with that crazy pass rush was getting it done. Like, and then it goes back to like realizing all these quarterbacks that was playing in the Super Bowl, and like none of them had like a crazy all-star game. Like I didn't see Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, they all throwing picks, and they defenses is keeping them in the game. So that's the biggest thing. Like people be saying Lamar, he be choking in the playoffs, but Lamar, you cannot sit here and lie. Lamar is gonna give his team a chance to win the game, and he's gonna make plays. That's what he showed, bro. Like that Chiefs game, obviously he threw some picks, but his team had an opportunity to win the game, bro. We had an opportunity. Everybody made mistakes that game, but I ain't even talk about the past though.
Finalist. This is a quality coach to bring back on the staff, and we hired Jesse Minter as the head coach. Obviously, he didn't get that role, but now he gets to come back as the defensive coordinator, which John Harbaugh did not pick him to be the DC 2 years ago when we could have picked Weaver, we could have picked Denard Wilson. And Harbaugh went with Zach Orr, which at the time, it was unknown. Obviously, the other guys more proven, but I think we were excited about what Zach Orr could bring, and it really just never got rolling consistently, man. The Ravens' defense regressed over these last 2 years, and yeah, there were some issues in the trenches. The Matabike injury did not help, but overall, we weren't playing Baltimore Ravens defense. That defense was not communicating.
This is one thing I got to speak on, too. Obviously, like, defense go hand in hand with players and schemes and what the coach calling, but, bro, the most thing that I hated seeing Zachary Orr, bro, the defense that he was calling, bro, was when the cornerbacks is playing 10 yards off the line. 10 yards back, we didn't see it every game. The Packers, we beat them, but they were still doing it. That's why you had played all them yards giving up. That's another reason why you had all them yards giving up to the cornerbacks, Nate Wiggins and Marlowe. They playing 10 yards back off the line. And they just literally throwing a quick out route every time. And that's an easy first down. And we're not doing nothing to stop that. Like, every wide receiver going crazy against us. Even on deep balls, Marlowe, I'm going to be real. Marlowe, he did give up a lot of deep passes, but that's still his game. When we first played him, DK Metcalf was pushing off, and they ain't give us no calls on that.
Well, they weren't playing together. And I think defense is definitely back in Baltimore now. They obviously went out and hired a defensive-minded head coach who's going to call plays in Jesse Minter. And now you bring on such a quality name and guy like Anthony Weaver that's going to be able to coach these players,
so crazy,
get game
bro.
plans ready, assist Jesse Minter with whatever he needs. Also bring D-line specialty. This is a guy that had the Ravens D-line thriving. And I think that's where he brings the most benefit and is going to bring a lot more benefit to the Ravens defensive line. Brent Urban said that this is his favorite coach he's ever had in all of football, man. Like, Anthony Weaver connects with the players and is a great coach, so I can't wait to.
Another thing I gotta say too, who y'all think is like gone for sure? Like, two players that I'm kind of confused. I don't know what we gonna do, and people wasn't really speaking on it. But I think Alohi Gilman, he signed a one year deal with us too. And it's crazy because, like, we getting the Chargers defensive coordinator. So, Alohi left our team. I mean, left the Chargers with Jesse, and it came to us with Zachary Orr. And now we got Jesse Minter back. And he played for Notre Dame. I don't know if he played when Jesse Minter was there, but it's kind of, I don't know what we're going to do with him. Because that's why I said this football stuff, it get deep. Like, everybody that you get, like, what are we going to do? That's why I'm confused on what we're going to do at free agency. Like, everything look good and all, but as a Ravens fan, I know not to get too hype about certain stuff. Like, back then, I'd probably be saying, oh, yeah, we're going to Super Bowl, but I didn't got to the point where I'm just used to it. I'm not going to overhype anything. I just got to see results, bro. That's what I need to see. As a Ravens fan, we should not be getting overly hyped saying, oh, it's good, yeah, it do look good. We finally got a breath of fresh air with everybody signing and all that, but we need to make sure we getting the results, bro. Because all this stuff, it's brand new, a brand new, fresher air. But hey, it's gonna be a brand new result we gonna be seeing. So we need to see what we gonna do first, and then I'm gonna speak on it. But I'm obviously hyped. I got us. Hey, I'm gonna say I still believe we can win a Super Bowl, and we need to, bro. So that gotta happen. But I need coach holding everybody accountable. We getting the best out of our players, and people not like we don't need to be looking bad like on certain stuff. It be looking like we always getting we always ending games bad. It always come down to one moment. We won't never just dominate the whole team out the whole game. It's like small stuff we give up, and then the offense and the defense don't be on the same page. Like, that's why I said the 2023-2024 was our best season because we had a crazy offense and crazy defense, but it was just bad.
See what this Ravens defense looks like in Baltimore this year, man. It is officially back. They continue to just add quality coach after quality coach. This coaching staff.
Why this picture, bro? I keep posting that.
First,
got a little sponsor in, but yeah, this is what I was talking about. He played for the Navy, so y'all know how them coaches is, but they finna be a straight discipline, finna be on you.
With Navy, where he coached the linebackers, and then is on his third year as being the program's defensive coordinator. When Volker got the promotion to DC in 2023, Navy quickly improved, going from 5-7 in 2023 to 10-3 in 2024, and then 11-2 in 2025. Volker led Navy to 3 shutouts in his first season in 2023, tied for the most in FBS along with Penn State.
That's why I said it's so much pieces, bro. Like, it do get you excited because, like, all these guys coming together. We got a good DB coach. We got our same linebackers coach. Obvious, like, all the stuff got to come together. Like, the people be saying Roquan. I don't know. Roquan, he has some good players, but people, it's like a certain side of the Ravens fans, bro. You got that side of the Ravens, they just go crazy if you play bad, but they be, as soon as you playing good, they gonna praise you to the most. They gonna praise you crazy, but as soon as you playing bad, they gonna be on you. Then you got the fans that's gonna say the real. They gonna say, yeah, he could have played better, but we ain't finna see it like that. Some of the Ravens fans be crazy. They be saying, they be calling all tights and age. Every team got fans like that though, but this coach right here, he been doing
they
good.
Were second in the country.
Changed his whole program around.
14 and third in red zone defense and 4th in turnover margin. Navy continued their success in turnovers in 2024, outscoring opponents 104-7 in points off turnovers. Volker also has a relationship with Jesse Minter. They coached together at Georgia State and Indiana State.
Georgia State
and played college football
That's
together.
hard. Another thing too, I gotta go back. Like, we gonna look at this, bro. I'm going to look up last 5 Super Bowl matchups, bro. This to show y'all. We just going to look at the last 5. Hold on. Because, like, all these teams, I'm telling y'all, all of them have crazy pass rush and good defenses. No, none of these teams, look, that Philadelphia versus Kansas City Chiefs game, you seen what the Eagles was doing to the Chiefs, bro. They couldn't do nothing. Pat Mahomes was getting pressure every time. San Francisco, they had Chase Young, Eric Armstead, Nick Bosa. Kansas City Chiefs, they ended up winning the overtime in that game. You had the Eagles, that was a close game, but all these teams had good defenses. The Cincinnati Bengals had a good defense, I think, that year. Like defenses win championships. Like your quarterback can obviously make mistakes, but that defense gonna get you back. So like if we can, like I said, we gonna keep saying it. We draft good, and we need depth too, cause like obviously injuries happen, and that's why I go back to how important coaching is, cause once you get the best out of your guys, and somebody go down, the next man is up, and if everybody is coached well, everybody playing at their best, and you getting the best out your players, you gonna obviously not have a much of a problem when somebody go down.
Are extremely close. And I saw that Jesse was trying to get PJ Volker over to LA as well when he went over there, but he didn't make the move. But now that Jesse is right up the road and he doesn't have to move, Annapolis, Baltimore, not terribly far. So PJ Volker's like, hey, I'm coming on staff, leaving the Navy job, even though he was a DC there, to get to the NFL and be a part of this Jesse Minter staff. They are obviously close, and this is another quality defensive mind added to this staff. A defensive staff that has retained inside linebackers coach Tyler Santucci, has added defensive pass game coordinator and defensive backs coach Mike Mickens from Notre Dame, added defensive assistant PJ Volker today, game manager coordinator and defensive assistant Charlie Gelman yesterday, and then Anthony Weaver announced as the defensive coordinator today. This Ravens staff's really coming together now, and I could not be more excited.
Hey, Lamar, you got to sign that extension, bro. We got to get that deal.
Energy and innovation.
We got to get that deal right before free agency.
Intelligence and awareness for the game and experience, too, with a guy like Anthony Weaver that has been a DC, and it's not his first time. It's not like a Declan Doyle risk on offense, but you also are surrounding Declan Doyle with, quality offensive line coaches and run game coordinator and Dwayne Ledford, and obviously Jesse Minter's overseeing all of this as well. So we got to put a little trust in him, or just a wait and see at least. Then I'm being optimistic ahead of time. There's no reason to expect this not to work, but also, fair argument to be like, let's see how it plays out too. But I also think that there's a ton of reason to be excited, man. This is a young, innovative coaching staff. This is a coaching staff that is nothing like we've had. And I'm not even saying that Harbaugh put together awful staffs. These last few years, not as good. The team obviously has been regressing, especially defensively. No doubt about it. I think we made a wrong decision, or Harbaugh made a wrong decision at defensive coordinator a few years ago. We didn't know that exactly a few years ago. This feels like a breath of fresh air right now, and maybe it's just because it's all new and we've been seeing the regression. You've been seeing what's not working and just consistently getting, even a second round in the playoffs, third round in the playoffs. You're not getting to the Super Bowl. You're not.
That's why I said it's like, how does this keep happening to us, bro? Like, we didn't have, like, the timeline with the last 4 years what we've been doing is crazy. One thing I want to say, I feel like a lot of people been looking at, like, why do we get Mark Andrews? Why do we re-sign Mark Andrews? You got to understand. Obviously, Mark Andrews had times where it looked like he quiet he hiding in the stat sheet. He ain't really doing nothing. But the relationship and connection that Mark Andrews has with Lamar is crazy, bro. Like, they duo, I think they got drafted in the same class, so that's kind of why they connected. And I feel like that's the reason why we extended him. Obviously, Isaiah Likely, we should re-sign him. They both good, but you can't get mad and be like, oh, we should never re-sign or extended Mark Andrews. Obviously, it could have been probably for less, but we was going. Hey, Mark Andrews and Lamar, they got a good connection. But obviously, I do want Isaiah Likely back too. And that's another thing. Pat Ricard, I don't know if we're gonna keep him, because people are saying that the Bears, like, the way they ran their offense, we not gonna have like that type of personnel no more. So I don't think we're gonna run with Pat Ricard in the lineup. And then even Justice Hill, I think he on this contract year. Keaton Mitchell, I don't know if we gonna re-sign him. Who else on the offense? And then we got to see with D-Hop, what we gonna do with D-Hop. Devontae Walker, he another piece that need. It's so much talent on this team that's not being shown. Like, all the Ravens saying that's talking about, we'll get McCall Lemon, go get Carnell Tate if he there. I don't think we need wide receivers, because it's like, with what we already had, what do we do with it? Devontae Walker, we seen what he did. We seen what D-Hop can do. D-Hop making plays, and we not utilize him as much. Obviously, the it's certain stuff, and we was trying to run the ball, and certain plays don't really people it don't really get utilized. We have Rashad Bateman. If we get rid of this Rashad Bateman, we gonna be able to utilize players like Devontae Walker more, or if we keep D Hop. So I don't know what we gonna do with them, but we gonna have to figure out a plan. It's gonna look interesting, but I just know somebody gonna go crazy. Like I can definitely see Zay Flowers. He can still do his thing, but we gonna have somebody you gonna see a huge leap with somebody in that Ravens offense, bro. It's somebody gonna have a crazy year. It's about time, like
getting over the hump. And then this year you didn't even make the playoffs. Like that can't happen. There's no excuse here, man. This team is way too talented, and I feel like now
I don't know how we ain't make the playoffs. Obviously, we wasn't healthy though.
A whole offseason, a whole draft.
But that defense was bad. I don't got no excuse for that.
More talent added to this roster, but on top of that, you have.
And then we got the 14th pick though. It worked in our favor.
Creative coaching staff that I think is going to bring a new voice and new energy and new ideas to a Ravens team that is already ready to compete and be a contender. And the Ravens officially announced the Declan Doyle hire today. They're probably gonna wait a couple days to officially announce the other ones as well. I'm not sure.
Man, that's why I said like the NFL all season is so like long. We gotta wait dinner 6 months, bro. 6 months till we can finally see all these puzzle pieces. I'm hoping Ronnie Stanley he can get back healthy. We get Roquan, he can get back in shape, he can rehab, they can do everybody can do what they need to do. Cause we seen Nate Wiggins, he had to get surgery on his toe. Like these NFL players, we don't be realizing how much stuff they be like. They be having to play through. They be having to play through a lot. But obviously they getting paid top dollar to do what they need to do. But I hope everybody get back right. We get back healthy, and we can get back right. Even Lamar, we not even talking about that. Lamar was playing through injuries. His back, he had problems with his back and stuff. We can get him back healthy. That hamstring still not nothing to play with. If he can get back fully healthy, we can draft a good O-line. Not draft, but pick up a good O-lineman. Re-sign Tyler Linderbaum, Ronnie Stanley. Then we're going to have Rosengarten, and we get a guard. Daniel Falalale. We don't got to deal with him no more. Like, bro, it's crazy because, like, Daniel Falalale, he was a scapegoat on the offensive lineman. But, like, even Voorhees, he was mid too. But man, it's just the obvious. He the biggest dude on the field. So it's like he just pop out more to you. I'm gonna be real. Like 6'8", 400 pounds at offensive guard. It ain't a good look. And now we finally been able to see it. So respectfully, Daniel Falalale, bro, I hope you do good on the Giants, because I think my boy Harbaugh, he should pick you up, and you do good over there. All y'all Giants fans, y'all hope y'all have a good next season, bro. Y'all get back healthy with Malik Neighbors. You got Dart. Y'all get back fully healthy with Scat. And y'all have a good offensive year. And I don't know what y'all gonna do with defense, but I hope, because the Giants was a fun team to watch. We can sit here and all be real. That was a fun team to watch, bro.
They make it official.
I don't know what I'm talking about the Giants.
A lot of this coaching staff right now, it is filling up pretty fast. And on offense, we still got quarterback coach, running back coach, wide receiver coach, and tight end coach to still fill out.
Tight end coach.
The O-line coach / run game coordinator that's Dwayne Ledford. And then he
Senior
brought over
special
assistant
teams
O-line coach Sean Flaherty from Atlanta. And then obviously the offensive coordinator is Declan Doyle. We'll see who those position coaches end up being. On defense,
we need a D-line. We need a good D-line coach.
Defensive line coach and outside linebackers coach. I hope we can retain Chuck Smith. I think that would be a good guy to keep on staff and develop the rushers. On special teams, we retained Randy Brown as a senior special teams coach / assistant, and then we're just waiting on special teams coordinator to be announced. That's it for this video, guys. I just wanted to talk.
I ain't gonna lie, I just had a vision in my head of that boy Derrick Henry going crazy. Like that 2024 year when he was just getting 80 runs, going stupid. He was like top. It's been back-to-back years. I think he's been like top 3 in rushing yards. But yeah, Derrick Henry, us having him, like the pieces we got, bro, we gotta do something with him, bro. But y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. And y'all let me know how y'all feeling about these pickups we didn't got. How y'all feeling about next year? And we out.